Have you ever wondered what is evangelism before? You've probably heard the term thrown around a lot in church lately, but what exactly is it? Stay tuned because in this video we talk about what is evangelism. Check it out. Hi guys, my name is Justin and I want to welcome you to That Christian Vlogger, a place where you get to come and join me and experience faith in the first person. Evangelism is a tricky subject for many people, and if we're honest, it can be pretty scary at times. What if I don't have the right answer, or what if I say something wrong? The doubts that plague our minds oftentimes stop us from even getting out of the gates. But in today's video, I want to share with you a lesson that a pastor in Orange County, California taught me. In defining evangelism, this pastor told me that every single person is on a scale ranging all the way from 1 to 10. Some people might have a complete ignorance about God, or maybe even open hostility towards God due to a bad experience in the past. These people, generally speaking, are on the left side of the spectrum, more towards number 1. Towards the middle of the spectrum is where people are pretty neutral about God. They wouldn't consider themselves deeply committed against God or even for God. They'd be around the number 5. Other people are really committed to the church. They sing in the choir, they maybe teach the Bible study every single week, and they even return a faithful tithe. These people are more towards the number 10 of the spectrum. Shameless plug, I did do a video on tithe. If you want to check it out, go and click right there. Every individual, depending upon their personal experiences, is on a different part of the spectrum, but as we move more towards the right side of the spectrum, this is when we're more closely following God's will for our lives. Now, many times we as Christians make the mistake of thinking that evangelism only takes place when someone goes all the way from a 1 to a 10. And many times we hold events, we give away books, and we're praying earnestly for our friends, but if we're not seeing them answer an altar call or getting baptized, many times we feel like we've failed. But this particular model of evangelism shows us as long as someone's moving towards the right side of the spectrum, growth still is taking place. While some people might have a quick and very dramatic, like thundering voice from the sky type of conversion that happens overnight, most of the time this process is gradual. Scholars call this long process, this day-by-day influence on the soul, the process of sanctification. Sanctification, to use this language of the scale, takes place when a person moves from the left side of the spectrum towards the right. And it doesn't have to be all the way from a 1 to a 10, sometimes it's even from like a 5 to a 6. Now, some of you were overachievers. You went from 1 to 10 in like a matter of a day. You passed go, you collected $200, and it was quick. But the rest of us, to be honest, are a little bit more stubborn. I mean, for me, I was really hard-headed. It was like God had to take a 2x4 and just hit me over the head to get my attention. But I digress. You see, the truth of the matter is that perfect number 10 is somewhat of a myth. There are no Christians who have achieved that perfect 10 score other than Jesus. Not Mother Teresa, not Billy Graham, and sorry to break it to you, not even your pastor is a perfect 10 on this scale. What I'm trying to say is that every single Christian, no matter who they are and what experience they've gone through, there is always still room for growth. Whether you need to be more patient, more kind, more generous, more loving, every single one of us, myself especially, has somewhere to grow. And if you see a particular area in your life that you want growth in, it's okay. You don't have to be discouraged about not arriving to that perfect 10 yet. So what is evangelism? Evangelism takes place when God uses you to help shift someone from the left side of the spectrum more towards the right. It doesn't always mean that at that exact moment that person is praying the sinner's prayer, they're accepting Christ into their life, and they get baptized on that day. But it does mean that God is using you to bring them closer towards the right side. And the good news is that under this definition of evangelism, God can use everyone. Yes, even if you don't have training in theology, maybe you're not a trained pastor, or you don't quite know your way around the Bible like you know you ought to, every single one of us can in fact be a kind and courteous neighbor. Every single one of us, whether through our prayers or through our encouragement, through how we show our love to those around us, can help move people closer towards that ideal 10. Well, that's it for today. What do you think about this definition of evangelism? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you would like some practical tips on how to share your faith with those around you, make sure to hit that subscribe button below, because in a future video, I'm going to be sharing with you some key tips on how you can share your faith with the people that you love. Until next time, I'm That Christian Vlogger, and I want to encourage you to experience faith in the first person. God bless. Are you looking for great Christian YouTube channels? In this video, I share with you 5 of the top Christian YouTube channels. Check it out.